Hi! Kung ikaw ay kasalukuyang nag-a-apply sa isang government position, isa sa mga hinihinging dokumento ay ang tinatawag na Work Experience Sheet or WES na naka-attach sa ating PDS or Personal Data Sheet. Last time, fill out na natin ang PDS Revised 2025. At ngayon naman, ipapakita ko sa iyo kung paano fill out ng tama ang ating work experience sheet. At dahil maraming applicants ang nalilito kung paano ito i-download, paano ito fill out ng tama, especially yung every detail sa form, yun mismo yung purpose ng video na to. Kaya make sure to watch the video until the end. And so yes, let's get started.
I-open po natin ang ating browser tapos i-type natin dito ang Work Experience Sheet CSC. Tapos po, make sure na CSC website talaga siya, official, csc.gov.ph. Then, click lang po natin ang Civil Service Commission, CSC. Then, lalabas po dyan yung CS Form number 212 attachment. Tapos, pinutin lang natin tong arrow up. Sa pinakataas po, ito po makikita natin ang ating work experience sheet. Tapos, makikita natin na ina-attach natin ito sa CS Form number 212. Kaya kalaki po talaga ito ng ating PDS. Meron po mga instructions dito, dalawa lamang po, kaya dapat sundin natin ng maigi. Sa number 1, ang nakalagay ay include only the work experiences relevant to the position being applied to. Ibig sabihin, isama mo lang ang mga experiences mo na may kinalaman sa ina-applyan mong posisyon ngayon. Kasi kung hindi naman yon related or walang kinalaman, then make sure na wag mo na lang isama. Kahit po yung experience mo sa private institution ay pwede as long as related po siya dyan sa ina-applyan mong trabaho. At sa number 2 naman po, the duration should include start and finish dates if known, month in abbreviated form if known, and year in full. For the current position, use the word present. Example, 1998 to present. Work experience should be listed from the most recent first. So, ibig sabihin lamang po, dapat yung tagal natin sa trabaho na yon ay merong start date at merong finish dates. For example, nag-umpisa ka noong April 2022 to December 2025. Mahalaga kung alam mo rin yung petsa. Pero kung hindi mo alam, I think pwede naman ang month and year lang. Yung month naman, pwede daw i-abbreviate. Pero sa sample na binigay nila ay hindi naka-abbreviate. So, mas okay na lang siguro na wag nang i-abbreviate. And make sure na lagyan ng present kung currently working ka or at present ay meron kang trabaho. Tapos, yung work experience natin, dapat ilista natin yung pinaka-latest nating trabaho. Hindi po yung pinakauna nating work. Let's say, nag-work ka noong 2010, yun yung una mong ilalagay. Hindi po. Kung ano yung pinaka-recent, kung ano yung pinaka-bago mong work, yun, doon ka po mag-uumpisa. Okay, ang kagandahan din dito, meron silang binigay na sample para may masundan tayo. So, kung nag-a-apply ka for supervising administrative officer, ay nako, bet to sa'yo kasi nandito na mismo yung sample. So, nakalagay dito yung duration. Let's say, February 11, 2011 up to present. So, position, Human Resource Management Officer 3, naka-indicate talaga, no? The name of unit or office, Finance and Administrative Service. So, bali yung department to. Then, nakalagay din dito yung immediate supervisor. Nakalagay is Maria Estrada. And then, kung napapansin nyo, first and last name lang nakalagay, no? Name of agency, organization, and location, Department of Human Resources, Metro Manila. So, HR Department, Metro Manila. Yun. Tapos, dito rin nakalagay yung list of accomplishments and contributions, if any. I highly suggest na maglagay ka ng accomplishments and contributions mo kasi bilang applicant, binibenta natin yung sarili natin. So, the more na meron tayong accomplishments or contributions na napatunayan, the better. Dito, nagbigay ng dalawang examples. Develop recruitment plan, designed training programs for retirees under Executive Order 366. Pero kung meron kang more than 2, that's better. So, wag kang mahihiyang ilagay lahat ng accomplishments mo, rewards, awards, okay? And then, kung mapapansin mo sa baba, meron din po ditong nakalagay na summary of actual duties. Dito po nakapaloob yung mga ginagawa mo or mga tasks mo as a supervising administrative officer, for example. Sabi dito, responsible for the management of the recruitment and selection process and the coordination of training activities of the department, provides assistance in the management of the division's programs and activities, and performs other related functions. So, yun. Iisa lang yung nilagay niya ditong summary. Pero if you have more than one, please do not be shy. Include mo yan. Meron din akong personal examples na ibibigay later para mas maging okay ang ating pag-fill out nitong form na to as promised. So, meron din silang pangalawang tawag dito, experience. So, hindi lang isa, kundi dalawa. If you have more than 2, then yes, you can put that. So, duration naman is January 2, 2002 to February 10, 2011. Again, nakalagay talaga complete date, hindi naka-abbreviate yung month, merong day, and meron ding year. So, I highly recommend na meron ka rin dapat yan. The position is Administrative Officer 3. Name of office or unit is Finance and Administrative Division. And immediate supervisor is Celia Romano. Then, name of agency or organization and location, nakalagay is Department of Finance lang. But, they forgot to put the location. So, make sure to put na lang din yung location, no? And also, make sure na ilista mo rin yung accomplishments and contributions, if any, kung meron man. So, dito, walang nilagay na accomplishments and contributions. Pero, yes, I highly recommend that you should put at least 3, minimum of 3. Then, summary of actual duties. Again, yung mga tasks natin daily. Responsible in performing administrative and technical tasks like pre-screening of applicants, preparation of monthly report on accession and separation, report of appointments issued, preparation of minutes of meeting of various HR committees, and monitoring of trainings conducted, response to queries, and performs other related functions. So, ang daming ginagawa pero nakaisang bullet lang siya. So, if I were you, make sure to watch yung sample ko dito para mas better yung magawa mong work experience sheet. Now, as you can see sa baba, may nakalagay na signature over printed name of employee or applicant. Make sure na ilagay mo dyan yung first name, middle name, and last name mo. Tapos, permahan mo sa taas. At syempre, ilagay mo rin yung petsa kung kailan may ipapasa itong work experience sheet along with the PDS Revised 2025. Ngayon po, ito naman yung personal na work experience sheet na fill-outan ko for you. Hindi ko na po tinanggal yung pinakataas like yung instructions and yung 1 and 2 kasi dati na po talagang nakalagay iyan dyan. So, dumiretso na po ako dito sa duration. 'Di ba? As you can see, naka-highlight lahat ng mga kailangang fill-outan. Let's say sa duration, April 20, 2019 to December 30, 2022. Ano yung position ko at that time? Administrative Aid 2. Name of office or unit kung saan ako nag-work. Sa Human Resources Department, for example. At sa immediate supervisor naman, ang nilagay ko po dyan ay Miss Divina E. Lopez. As you can see, nilagyan ko sila ng Miss bilang pagkilala sa kanila, bilang sign na nire-respeto ko sila. Right? And doon kasi sa tawag dito, doon sa sample, walang Miss, walang Mister, pero plus points din kapag naglagay ka ng way to respect your head. Then, under naman dito sa name of agency or organization and location. Agency means company, no? So, nilagay ko dito company or institution. So, sample is Quezon City Public Library and then the location is Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines. Tapos, dito naman sa baba, list of accomplishments and contributions, if any. As you can see, naglagay po ako ng 3 accomplishments and contributions. Number 1, a streamlined document filing system that improved retrieval time and record organization, successfully maintained accurate records for hundreds of office documents and reports, and also assisted in preparing administrative reports submitted to management within deadlines. Sa baba naman ay ang summary of actual duties. Ito yung mga ginagawa natin on a daily basis as a human resources or administrative aid 1. So, provide clerical and administrative support such as filing, document preparation and data encoding, receive, record, and route incoming and outgoing documents, letters, and memoranda, maintain organized filing systems for records, reports, and official documents, assist in preparing reports, forms, and office correspondence, as well as answer phone calls, respond to inquiries, and assist visitors or clients. So, sobrang dami ng ginagawa natin. So, more chances na mapapansin tayo at papasa tayo. Kasi, di ba, ang dami nating alam gawin. And the more na marami kang alam gawin, the more na mataas yung chance mong mahire. Another example is work number 2. Duration naman is January 2023 to present. For example, active employee ako ngayon, looking for a job. Siyempre, ilalagay ko present. Tapos yung position na natin ngayon, na-promote tayo from admin aid to administrative assistant 2. Tapos name naman ng office or units natin is nakalagay tayo sa accounts management department. Gawa-gawa ko lamang po ito, no? Pero these are like samples para ma-visualize nyo po. Sa immediate supervisor naman, naglagay tayo ng Mr. Benjamin L. Diaz. Again, naglagay ako ng Mr. as a sign of respect sa ating supervisor. Name of agency or organization and location. So, Department of Public Works and Highways, Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines. Nilagay natin yung name ng institution or agency, then yung address kung saan ito located. And then sa list of accomplishments and contributions, if any, naglagay po ako dito ng 3. Parang as you can see, parang isang bullet lang siya, pero 3 bullets po talaga yan. So, number 1 bullet is provided excellent administrative support that ensured smooth day-to-day office operation. So, number 2 po, itong biniliwan ko dito, recognized for maintaining organized records and accurate data encoding. And number 3 na bullet, assisted in processing high volumes of documents with minimal error. So, those are the 3 accomplishments. Now, eto naman yung summary of actual duties. Dahil nga masipag tayo at pabida tayo, charot, maglalagay tayo ng 6 na duties, no? Pero, syempre, kung ginagawa mo to, ilagay mo lahat ng ginagawa mo. Pero kung hindi naman, then just omit information or details here. So, answer phone calls, respond to inquiries and assist visitors or clients, coordinate with different departments regarding document processing and requests, encode and update information in office databases and record keeping systems, support daily office operations such as scheduling, photocopying, and document distribution, monitor office supplies and assist in procurement requests when necessary, and lastly, ensure confidentiality and proper handling of sensitive documents. Grabe, nahirapan ako magbasa. So, lastly is yung, again, signature over printed name natin. First name, middle name, and last name. Tapos, ang ating pirma sa taas. And wag kalilimutan ang date or ang petsa kung kailan natin ipapasa ang ating CS Form 21 to Revise 2025 kasama itong ating work experience sheet. Alright, kung umabot ka sa part na to, nako, congratulations and thank you so much for listening or for watching. Kung tinatamad ka nga palang gumawa ng work experience sheet mo, pwede kitang gawan, pero with a minimal professional fee po. Just message me sa Facebook page ko na Yumi C, o kaya naman sa personal Facebook account ko, Noemi De Hucos Cantoria, para po matulungan kita.
Alright, at yun nga po ang ating step-by-step guide sa pag-fill out ng tama ng work experience sheet. So, kung may natutunan po kasi kayo sa video na to, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you have video suggestions, feel free na i-comment po yan sa baba. And also, kung may mga tanong kayo about sa ginawa natin kanina, make sure to write them down as well kasi sinasagot ko po yan lahat. And at the same time, kung gusto mo ng guide sa pag-fill out ng PDS Revise 2025, meron din po akong video niyan. Ilalagay ko yung link sa description box. And at the same time, may video na rin ako sa 5 major differences ng Revise 2025 at Revise 2017. So kung gusto mong malaman yan, make sure to watch the next video. So yes, I'll talk to you next time. Best of luck sa job application mo and have a nice day. Bye!